Hey, beautiful. What is a karmic relationship? There are so many of you calling the other person in your person's life the karmic. How do you not know that you're not the karmic? That the two of you are not in a karmic soulmate situation, or that the three of you are in a karmic soulmate situation? Often, it is a it is a triangle of karmic connections. So, what is a karmic soulmate? A karmic soulmate is not somebody that gets in the way of other people's relationships. It's a karmic soulmate is the one that comes to expose and highlight the many ways in which you, as the individual, or they, as the individual, are getting in the way of other people's happiness and growth. So maybe the person you're with, who you think is being bound by a karmic, is the karmic in your life. And the reason why there is a karmic in your story, why you've written a karmic other person, a karmic counterpart or a third party into your story, so that the theme or the energy of karma can be evident to you. Otherwise, you would be likely to overlook it, to ignore it, to be blind to it. A karmic soulmate comes into your life. That it doesn't always have to be come with a third party situation, but it usually does come with something that seems to be hindering your relationship. That could be an addiction, that could be their family, that could be a whole lot of things. It is evident that the relationship is being held back because of a blockage. And that's usually the way that you can tell that you're in a karmic situation. People who are not in karmic relationships don't have to question their relationships, not predominantly, not in a big way. Other people around them don't question their relationship as much. So let me give you some more information so that you can know if you're dealing with a karmic and what the purpose of a karmic soulmate is. You might be thinking, how do I avoid it? Well, wanting to avoid the karmic soulmate that you've attracted is just another way in which you're avoiding a part of yourself. The karmic soulmate comes to expose to you your wounds, your toxic patterns, your belief systems that hold you in regression, that do not serve you and do not serve the people that you love. When you find yourself making massive sacrifices that even cost your children and loved ones peace and a whole lot of other things, you're refusing to face your karma, and so you're romanticizing your karmic soulmate, who has come to expose to you. And this is why that karmic soulmate will never give you peace. Because they're not supposed to give you peace. You're the one that's supposed to set yourself free from your own patterns, which they reflect to you. But so often we're focusing on what the other person's doing. And when there's a third party situation, we put all the blame on that person, and we decide that if only that person were to leave, everything would be perfect. That person is the problem. When really, everything in the universe and your karmic soulmates that come to meet you are trying to show you the many ways in which you are the problem in your own love life. The ways in which you refuse to love yourself because of fears and immaturity and your attachment style and all of that. Everything you see in the karmic situation that is an extension of your story is a reflection of you. It's you being exposed in a way that you can see it playing out in your 3D reality. It comes to help you to face your shadows, to heal your wounds and set yourself free from karmic bonds, attachments, karma passed down and inherited patterns, so that you can give space to the version of yourself that can truly love and be happy and be healthy and offer real love and value the version of yourself that is a match to a high value life, a high value love, and to the version of yourself that can honor you, to then be able to honor another, because you cannot honor someone by betraying yourself. So the karmic soulmate, and you will have many, they come to show you the many ways in which you or family members or loved ones have betrayed abandoned who and what they love, their responsibilities, your responsibilities. Sometimes you see it in a family dynamic, so you can see yourself, who you could become if you don't do your work. But in your romantic relationships, that is your soul bringing it closer to home so that you cannot ignore it. And yet we still find a way to bypass it and ignore it. Karmic soulmates love you so much on a soul level. They're a version of your soul self that is willing to come to show you how broken it is. The soul can never be broken, but it's how we perceive it. Let's use another phrase. How fragmented it is, how disconnected it is, how disassociated it is, so that you can call the parts of yourself that matter back home. And by design, when you do that, the world also awakens to a slightly greater capacity to see themselves and the ways in which they're actually the problem, holding themselves back from having the love that they want and deserve. And then it's this monopoly effect, a knock-on effect. So every relationship is a spiritual journey. But that's what a karmic is about. And when you've got a third-party karmic situation, it is usually a part of yourself that you've completely fragmented from. That other person represents a part of you that you don't want to face. That third party.